What if I told you that the Secret Service just suspended 6 of their own agents that they assigned to protect Donald Trump at last year's Butler, Pennsylvania rally? Yes, they just suspended 6, 5 out of the Pittsburgh field office and 1 female officer who was actually on the ground with the president. Watch.
The Secret Service set to announce that it has suspended 6 agents. The Secret Service suspended 6 people after the shooting.
Suspended from the service. 6 United States Secret Service agents.
Now, the Secret Service's bumbling and fumbling, sloppiness, and incomprehensible preparedness for this rally started way before the president even arrived.
So we have recovered a drone that the shooter appears to have used. The drone was recovered in his vehicle 3:50 p.m., 4 o'clock in that window on the day of the shooting, that the shooter was flying the drone around the area.
2 hours before, he's flying a drone in the vicinity of the rally.
But then it continued on for the first 6 minutes of Trump's speech, and then it got even worse.
Right there, right on the roof. He's going down!
Now, approximately about 1:52 to 1:58 seconds prior to the gunshot being going off, there were attendees at this venue that they saw this shooter on the roof. They saw him slipping and sliding around, trying to get his balance. They saw that he might have even had a weapon. They're calling the local law enforcement. There's a guy up there.
I talked to 2 eyewitnesses, and they were not inside the rally. Both saw Thomas Crooks on top of that AGR roof, and they both were trying the best they could to flag down law enforcement to alert them of the threat. We later saw body camera footage of law enforcement with their guns drawn, circling that rooftop, trying to get to Thomas Crooks.
This close, bro. Dude, he turned around on me. He's straight up.
There are now numerous videos on the ground where local law enforcement are running around those buildings. At one point, they were even trying to put a ladder up there. One officer pulled himself up using like an awning or a gutter. He pulled himself up, came eye to eye with the assassin. And the assassin apparently moved that rifle and aimed it at that officer, who let go and fell down to the ground.
Next building over. He's got glasses, long hair. He's got a book bag. He's got Mac, AR, laying down. He's laying down, prone out, book bag next to him.
And you saw the panic from local law enforcement trying their best in real time. To me, that was stunning, that people could actually see Thomas Crooks while Donald Trump was still speaking on the stage.
Don't know how he was able to climb on top of that building. And now they're in full panic mode. These officers are in full scramble mode. They're like, there's a shooter on top of this building. Secret Service was not responding to them. I don't know if they were on the same frequency. I'm not sure how that plays out.
He shouldn't have had access to the roof. Like, that's the job. That's what you do in the advance. That's why you staff that building.
Told them they need to post the guys over here. I told them that the Secret Service. I told them that Tuesday.
No one was asked to secure or monitor that AGR building or the rooftop.
And literally just 3 or 4 seconds before those shots rang out, you can hear the attendees screaming at law enforcement and everything. He has a gun.
Right there, right on the roof. He's going down! He's going down!
Stay over here.
at the point that we know the shooter had been taken down. He was eliminated, okay, from the threat. You can see they're trying to get the president off the stage. Watch President Trump. He's like, where are my shoes? I need my shoes.
Let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes. I got you, sir. I got you, sir. Let me get my shoes, sir. Hold on, your head is bloody. Sir, we gotta move to the bus. Let me get my shoes.
Okay, my shoes down.
Watch out.
Now, here's an iconic moment in American history. This is going to go down as one of the most historical video clips and still shot pictures in this country's history. Trump getting up, and before he leaves, pumping his fist in the air 3 times, fight, fight, fight. When the crowd saw this on those big monitors that we can't see in that shot, they lost their minds, man. They're like, he's okay, and not as he okay, he's got blood on the side of his face, but he's giving us the sign that we will fight. We will fight, fight, fight. That's an incredible moment in U.S. history. After he had been shot and they were attempting to take him off the stage, get him securely into a Secret Service vehicle, there were agents that had no idea what they were supposed to be doing. They were clueless, and we're going to show this to you. And I believe the female agent that was suspended, I can't say for sure because the Secret Service, they don't release this kind of information, but I'm almost positive we can identify the agent on the ground that was suspended. Watch. Now, as you can see here in this clip, these officers are confused. They're not sure where they're supposed to be. You can see this female agent here. Man, she's struggling. She's really struggling bad. She's not where she's supposed to be at. She's not sure where she's supposed to be at. It looks like one of the other, maybe a senior female agent. She seems to be very prepared. She knows her role, and she's actually yelling at this other agent, like trying to put her in her place and get her set right. And to make matters worse, she can't holster this gun. First of all, she looks like she's out of breath, and she looks like she's in really bad shape. I'm not sure what the requirements are to be a Secret Service agent, but obviously physical fitness is not one of those requirements, or this woman got a pass on that. But she's not even able to holster her weapon. She's lost. She's confused. Thank God that there was some senior agents, experienced agents involved in getting the president to the secure vehicle and getting him out of there. Now, they're finally able to get the president into a secure Secret Service vehicle, and you can see the clip here. This is a massive entourage of vehicles. Look at the entourage of law enforcement at the federal, state level. They're getting him off to the hospital. Something else of note, we know about John Wilkes Booth, and we know about Lee Harvey Oswald, and we have a lot of information on John Hinckley, who attempted to assassinate President Reagan back in the early 80s. We don't know anything about this guy. His name was released. There was some superficial things brought about him. Maybe there's more out there. I've tried to do some research. It's very basic on him. Don't know how he was able to climb on top of that building. The shooter was able to take a drone to the rally site. We now know that he had a drone in the air for 11 minutes surveying that whole entire site. For whatever reason, the Secret Service did not bring that type of technology with them to this particular event. And for some reason, even though local law enforcement had brought to their attention, listen, this building here, we're going to be on the inside as a little headquarters, but the building roof, we need to have some attention drawn to that. And for whatever reason, the Secret Service denied that or forgot to get that building covered. And God forbid, and I will never say this, I don't believe it, just intentionally didn't cover that. It was snipers, Secret Service snipers, that did eliminate that threat. They did eliminate that attempted assassin. The head of the Secret Service, she was refusing to step down, but she finally did step down, and justifiably so. But it took Trump getting into office and then his people coming in on board and then to dissect everything from A to Z before these changes were made. That's why it's taken a year, which is just crazy. It's unbelievable. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It really helps a lot.